Hello. So today we're gonna talk about my Monster Party because I just watched it again because it's my favorite. I'm gonna watch it probably another time because what? Because why not? Because it's the best. Yeah. So the a summary is basically the mad scientist Baron von Frankenstein invents an atom bomb that is he's deciding to retire as a mad scientist slash the king of monsters. So he sends out the invitations to everybody, and then they all go and fight over who's gonna be the next king. And then the only guy that isn't a monster is Felix, because he's like a human, and he's like, this is like my nephew, and he's gonna be like the next king. And then Francesca, which is his assistant, is kind of like, girl, what in the fuck? I've been working for you this whole goddamn time, and you ain't gonna do shit for me. How rude. And I was like, based. So the monsters are Frankenstein's wife, who isn't really given a name. So I'm gonna call her Susan, cause why the fuck not? Anyways, and then there's the mummy. He's a mummy, and then there's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the Invisible Man, and then Dracula, and also the werewolf, and the Hunchback, and there's Yetch, which I'm not too sure what he is. Looks like a queer. Just fucking around. Anyways, so I did upload this to Internet Archive, which I'm gonna link down. Just fucking watch it. It's it's like a library place that's for old stuff. So it was made in the 1960s. So how I found out about it was on Instagram. I heard of a movie called Mad Monster Party, and then that's by also the same studio that makes all of those classic Christmas movies, like the Rudolph one, and I'm pretty sure the one with Jack Frost, but I could be wrong. So don't worry about it. Don't Google it. I am correct, obviously. So, but it kind of made me sad because it's I love the way that this looks. This is so peak. However, I am not that big into Christmas personally, because it's kind of if it's not Christmas time happening now, then it's why would I watch a Christmas movie? But Halloween movies are for all year round, obviously. Anyways, I found about it, and I was so fucking hyped because I was like, it's a Halloween, it's a musical, it's a stop motion. That's a triple thread, bro. You want me to like something? You make a Halloween musical stop motion, and I will be already so down. I will be so down. Don't even gotta worry about it. I will go watch it a cajillion times. You don't even gotta get other people. I will watch it enough times that you will make a profit off of just me watching it. Is how many times I'm gonna be watching that shit. Anyways. So, with quality wise, it is from the 1960s, but the animation is so it's fucking peak. It's preserved pretty well too, for the 60s, because usually I found stuff from the 80s that was less well preserved. Obviously there's some little flickers and things, but it's pretty good. I mean, obviously it looks better if you make it little small, because if you think about it, the 60s 70s TVs were way smaller than our TVs, and since they were a different type of TV, it wasn't meant for the resolution that we have the availability to now, so it's going to look better on a little bit of a smaller screen, or on your computer, just make it a little bit smaller if you want it to look peak. But that's obviously you don't have to do that. So the runtime is an hour and a half. And it's basically I just want to say I hate it when they take away movies because it's oh, it's a tax write-off, because it's well, because you could experience so much and learn so much about history through the lens of films, and particularly for me, animation. So the first 30 minutes is just basically setting up us for the rest of the film. So before all the monsters get to the castle, he has to send out the invitations, and then they have to take this crazy boat ride, and then they all get there one by one. So it's kind of you get to be introduced to them all separately, which kind of makes it feel even though there are a lot of monsters, there's not too many, because we all get to see them all individually, like I just said. So Anyways, when they get told at the dinner that Felix, who isn't there yet, it's going to be the guy that inherits everything, everybody feels some type of way about it because basically, like, Felix is a human and they're, like, really upset because they all wanted to be the only ones in charge and they've never met him before. I would say Francesca is the most based one with this because she's basically like an intern, like, forever. And then and then she's like, like, I would be mad too, girl. Like, for how rude. How fucking, like, I feel like she was like, like everybody else does also feel entitled to it, but I feel like hers is more so like, I'm okay with that because, like, that makes sense. It's making sense. It's clocking for me. Um anyways, so then after that, like, she doesn't, like, even yell at him or anything. She just starts plotting behind his back. Like, she was already ready. She was already prepared. She starts working with Dracula. Everybody else makes, like, alliances. So Fang is with his wife, and that's kind of like what I meant by everybody else, because everybody else kind of, like, doesn't. And then by the way, he's like, this is my nephew, but he's not, because he's secretly, like, a robot. And then Francesca is also secretly a robot. So at the end, when she tells him, like, I'm a robot too, then he's like, then you could hear him, like, making, like, the little beeping noise, and he starts repeating himself over and over again. And then he realizes that he didn't have allergies and he's been a robot this whole time, and they're actually super perfect for each other, and they don't even have to worry about the fact that neither of them can have kids because they don't really want kids, and they're just gonna hang out and probably, like, get married and stuff, and it's just, like, super cute. And then also, so the 6 songs are Mad Monster Party, You're Different, Our Time to Shine, The Mummy, One Step Ahead, and Never Was There a Love Like Mine, which is the song that she sings to him. And then also, they didn't, like, shy away from, like, the amount of flying scenes in here, which is really, like, a pain to do, like, in stop motion, because it's like, like, you gotta work with gravity. So they had to make, like, crazy rigs and shit for that. I would love to see the behind the scenes. So let me know if anybody finds out, like, where that is, cause like, I don't know. I'll probably look for it, but, like, if somebody has it, like, send me the details of this. I have to know. Anyways, so he also, like, saved her life, like, multiple times. Not in, like, like, oh, like, she needs it. No, like, not in, like, a cringe way. It was, like, it was cute. Like, the way that they did it, I really appreciated, where she didn't feel, like, totally, like, flat. And then I also feel like so, I mean, like, and then all of the monsters try and kill her, because they're like, oh, she's working with Felix now, so she's, like, against us, is basically, like, the mob mentality that we got going on here for literally no reason, but, it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Ay, 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 ay. So, you, uh, wait, what? Oh, fuck. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, then she, like, snaps at him, and she's like, this is before they get together, by the way, but, like, she's like, you've ruined, like, my entire plan. And he's like, I'm sorry. Like, he cares about her and stuff, like. And then there's, like, the forest, which is kind of really more like a jungle, but it looks like a forest in the way that it looks, but it acts like a jungle in the way of everything's trying to eat you. And there's, like, a giant man-eating plant that does, like, try and swallow her whole, which was pretty cool. And they went on a date, which was, like, a picnic, which was, like, a setup because she was gonna kill him, but like, in with, like, Dracula. But it was funny because he's picky, so he's like, I don't know, this sandwich has mayo in it, puts it back, and then he just, like, keeps getting, like, all the different sandwiches and, like, putting it back. So, like, that was pretty cool, and I really like that. But I really like the, like, special effects that they used is probably my favorite thing about it. Like because I feel like they didn't like tone it down at all. I was like, hell yeah. And I looked it up, and like one of the guides did like most of the voices. I'm gonna put that in later, but anyways, so then like um the doctor ends up like sacrificing himself for everybody else because like it comes back, which is like this really like giant ape thing. So then he has to use like the atom bomb to like blow everybody up, and the other monsters get blown up too, because it's kind of like, well, that's what you get for trying to kill people. You get blowed up. That's what happens. Pretty much. So yeah, I also really like that it's like a comedy. So it kind of reminds me, like, in some ways, of like The Monsters, which is like this black and white TV show where basically the joke is like there's like one girl that's like regular, and then like the rest of her family are all like monsters. But it's like, do not watch the new movie, okay? I haven't seen it, but I don't give a fuck. You could watch the colorized version of the black and white. I'm not crazy like that. But I do watch it purely in the black and white. Do not watch the new one that's on Netflix. It's probably bullshit. And like if you're gonna watch that, you gotta watch the original first, I feel like. Um yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Bye.